Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Isaac, and I run the Isaac the Film Geek YouTube channel. For those people who are joining us in the stream right now or are watching a replay of this, I'm about to start in like 20 seconds. Give me a minute. I need to set a few things up. So, guys, please stick in there with me. And for those people right now that are joining us on the live stream, make sure you drop your reaction to the Suicide Squad trailer, whatever it is, positive or negative. Make sure you drop it in the comment sections below just so that we can have an interesting discussion. I thought it looked great, but I'm about to turn on my camera now. So for those people who are wanting a webcam video, just understand I'll be there in a bit. So guys, give me a minute and I'll be there soon. All right, so now drop your comments now and I will be there to set up the stream. I just got to do a few things real quick. And so for those people joining us right now, just understand the issue. All right, so we'll be there in a minute. Until then, stay tuned. Welcome everyone to another live stream. You guys know what it is. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad trailer dropped today. Oh my god, these I don't like these graphics. I'm gonna change them. I'm gonna change the graphics. There we go. We got our first comment by the inflation rates of Venezuela. Can't wait. Cannot wait to do this live spoiler or live you know thoughts, reactions, so we can all just discuss the trailer we all just witnessed of the Suicide Squad. However, give me a minute, and before we get into that, I'm gonna get some things out of the way. Uh, First of all, my name is Isaac, and I run the Isaac the Film Geek YouTube channel. This is a channel for all movie fans. So if you're brand new to the channel, all you have to do to join us is, just to join this little fan community we have, is just subscribe and turn on the notification bells. Over here, we talk about movies, movie news, and everything in the wonderful world of movies. We do trailer reactions. We do all kinds of movie talk videos. So if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe, and that way you won't miss out on a video like this. It'll be straight up in your feed, and you just have to turn on the notification bell. That way you can get notifications from your phone, computer, wherever it is you get your notifications from. So if you're joining us, make sure you do that. Also, smash the like button for the algorithm, and we're about to get into our live discussion of the Suicide Squad trailer. But again, one last thing we're going to get out of the way is follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Isaac the Film Geek. Especially my Instagram. Over there we have a fun time. I've actually had a lot of interesting conversations with subscribers over there. We talk, and I've got to talk to them personally, and it's always fun to meet my subscribers because honestly, it's like we're all movie fans, and the number one thing is we love talking about movies. So if you're a big fan of movies, then you're in the right place. But before we get into the comments, I'm gonna put one last caption here on the screen. So basically, we're just gonna be talking about the Suicide Squad trailer. Now, before I get into it, I actually have a trailer reaction. Before we get into the comments, please understand that I'm just gonna give my quick reaction, and then we'll get into the comments because that's the most fun part of the thing. But anyways, you guys know I'm a big DC fan. I'm a big Snyder fan. And so I saw the trailer. I've been excited for the film for a long time because my favorite MCU movie is Guardians of the Galaxy. I love James Gunn. I think James Gunn is the best director Marvel has ever had. Oh, besides Sam Raimi with Spider-Man 2. And I love the film. I love his Guardians of the Galaxy films, especially that first one. I have such a good connection to that first one. And James Gunn, I was excited. Then when we saw in DC fandom a little bit of what we were going to see, I was especially excited. And so I watched the trailer. You can actually go see my reel for like my first second reaction to the trailer up on my channel if you want to. But let's do that after the stream. So my overall thoughts is it looks fun, it looks crazy. It looks like we're gonna have a ton of fun with it. It's R-rated, obviously, and it looks James Gunn like. It feels like a James Gunn film. It feels like it's truly made by James Gunn. And James Gunn did say he was gonna have a lot of creative control to this film. So I'm overall excited. I cannot wait to see what we get. I think we're gonna have a fun time. The trailer to me looked really good. My favorite part of the trailer was probably seeing Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn again. I love her. I think she was great in Suicide Squad. I'm not the biggest fan of that film, but I thought she was great. You guys know I really like Birds of Prey. I like Birds of Prey more than most people. But I had fun with Margot Robbie in that film. I think Margot Robbie's a great actress, and I think she's a great Harley Quinn. So in this trailer, I gotta say one thing that excited me the most was Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. Idris Elba. I always call him Idris. I don't know why, but Idris Elba. I think he looks like he's gonna be a great blood sport. I can't wait for him. John Cena as Peacemaker is still one of the funniest castings to me till this day. He looks like he's gonna have a lot of fun. This movie does feel R-rated. You see like the blood, you see all the curse words. You see, it looks like it's gonna be crazy. It looks like a very adult film. There's a lot of things in this movie that I'm looking forward to. King Shark. King Shark looks like he's gonna be the comedic relief. And one character in particular that for the longest time I never thought I'd see in live action film was Polka Dot Man. Polka Dot Man to me is one of those characters who I absolutely laugh at when I see, and I read a lot of comics, so I really know who Polka Dot Man is. And so when I heard that Polka Dot Man was gonna be in this film, I'm telling you, I went all berserk. And then when we saw his costume, I thought it was the funniest thing. And honestly, man, I cannot wait for the Suicide Squad. And I was excited with the trailer. I had a lot of people tell me that they didn't really like the trailer, and that's okay, man. Today we're just gonna discuss what we like, what we don't like, everything about the trailer. Because regardless of if you like it or not, we're just gonna have a fun time talking about the trailer. Originally, I was gonna do a Falcon and Winter Soldier open spoilers discussion, but really, I don't have too much to discuss about the episode, so I decided, hold that back. Maybe episode 3. I like the second episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's just I don't feel that WandaVision vibe where I constantly want to see over and over again. So now we're gonna get into the comments. First one by G33K240 looks a lot like the MCU tone, to be honest. Yeah, I had a lot of people tell me that to them it doesn't feel like a movie they're gonna watch, because most people on my channel are DCU fans, especially because I talk like the movie I talk about the most here on this channel is the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm glad I did, because that is now my favorite comic book movie of all time. And yeah, I had a lot of people tell me that that it felt too MCU-ish. I like the MCU. I don't like it as much as Snyder's DCU, but I love James Gunn as a director. My favorite MCU film is Guardians of the Galaxy, so I cannot wait to see what he has in store. The trailer looked good. I thought the music choice was good. One thing I did hate though was when I did my reaction. Uh, I got copyright because apparently the trailer had copyright, so I didn't make it. I can't put any ads in that video, so that sucks. But hey, at least you guys got to see my reaction. I think that's the only thing that really matters. But yeah, I had a lot of people tell me the same thing, and that's okay, man. Not everyone's gonna like the same thing. I did have one person DM me on Instagram wondering why I like the trailer so much. And it's weird. It's like I'm like, I like all kinds of movies, and they're like, "Oh, you're a fake Zack Snyder fan." I'm like, I'm a fake Snyder fan because I like the trailer. I love the trailer. I love the trailer. But yeah, next comment, Dennis. What's up, Dennis? Welcome to the live stream. Uh, yeah. Next comment, Andrew Casali. Harley Quinn criminal records plays vigilanteism because she helped to take down Black Mass. So that means Birds of Prey is canon to the film with Snyder Cut and Ayer's Suicide Squad. Well, we do know it's going to be kind of canon to Ayer's Suicide Squad because Rick Flag seems to know Harley Quinn. And also in Birds of Prey, there's a scene where she like looks at a picture of Captain Boomerang and she's like, "Hey, I know that guy." So I'm assuming it is gonna be canon. Just that I don't think they're gonna reference too much to prior films. But wait, I actually did not know it said vigilanteism. She did. Oh, spoilers for Birds of Prey. The film came out like a year ago, so if you haven't seen it, just keep that in mind. She did kill Black Mass. To me, as much as I like Birds of Prey, I probably like Birds of Prey more than most people. As much as I like that film, one thing I didn't like was Black Mass's death. Uh, I I think a big character like Black Mass is someone you want reoccurring. Not only that, but Black Mass is primarily a Batman villain, so it was kind of disappointing to just see him die. And I thought Ewan McGregor was a great casting, by the way. I do think there should have been more into the film. Um, like I wish we had seen more of Black Mask and not Ronan Sionis. That is a little complaint I had about the film, but regardless, I just wish we got to see more of him. But yeah, I didn't actually see that. Thank you, Andrew, for letting me know that. But also, next comment. This is actually one I wanted to get into. I really want to see David Ayer's version. Yeah. Um, typically, there's times where I feel like wanting to see David Ayer's movies, and typically when I feel that way, I go back to the first ever trailer for Suicide Squad, which felt like a dark toned film. I still wish we saw it because I'm a big defender of Jared Leto's Joker, and I always say how he was treated poorly by Warner Bros. Because they cut up his film, they ruined it. They brought in a trailer company to edit it, and a film I want to see is his version of Suicide Squad. Um, but I don't know. I am excited. I It's tough. I want to see that film a lot, but I don't think we'll ever see it because you know what? Film Gob is probably going to quote me on that. Film Gob is probably going to cut up the clip I just said, but I don't see it happening simply because it's not as high in the demand as the Snyder Cut was. And I've been posting a lot on social media, hashtag release the Iyer Cut because I want to see the Iyer Cut. And I would even say this: I think bringing out the Iyer Cut would be easier than bringing out the Snyder Cut because the Snyder Cut still needed 70 million more for the VFX and everything. But the Iyer Cut, I feel like most of it was already complete because all they did was bring in a trailer company to edit it and chop it down. While with the Snyder Cut, it was more they brought in Whedon at the last second to change everything up. So I do think bringing out Suicide Squad David Ayer edition would be a much easier approach than getting the Snyder Cut. But overall, I'm excited. If let's say today, let's just surprise them. If right now they said David Ayer's Suicide Squad would come out, I'd be like, heck yeah, let's go. Like, I'd be celebrating. But I'd be lying if I told you I'm still not excited for James Gunn's Suicide Squad because I love James Gunn, especially Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is actually my favorite MCU film. So I'm excited. But yeah, I really want to see David Ayer's version. Um, Next comment is by Andrew. I like that Peter Capaldi is in it. I liked him in Doctor Who. Yeah, I was surprised when I heard his casting as the Thinker, or yeah, his name's Thinker, right? I'm not too familiar with that character in the comics, but I was surprised when he got casted in this film. I'm excited to see him. We did see a little scene with him. Also, no, did we see any Captain Boomerang in the trailer? Because even I love Jai Courtney, and I loved him in Suicide Squad. I loved his interpretation of Captain Boomerang. Did they even show him in this trailer? Because he was confirmed to come back in this film, but he's honestly a character I want to see. I hope that we do see Jai Courtney sooner rather than later. We didn't see too much of him in the trailer, I think. But yeah, oh, hold up. Next comment. King Shark is Rocky himself, Stallone. Yeah, I heard a lot of people saying that King Shark is Sylvester Stallone. I do think that's more than likely that will happen. You did hear, like, I went to the trailer when I saw it the second time. I was like, that kind of sounds like Rocky himself. And I love Sylvester Stallone, especially in Rambo and Rocky. Those are films I love him in. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So I'm excited to see him regardless of what it is. But I did go back to the trailer and I heard King Shark's voice. And it did kind of sound like Rocky. Or why do I call him Rocky? Sylvester Stallone. And if he is King Shark, I'm even more excited. That was a little prediction most people had. But yeah, also I do think more than likely it can be him because remember, the Suicide Squad finished before the pandemic started. And after the pandemic, like a few months ago, it was confirmed Sylvester Stallone came in to do the Suicide Squad. What I'm going to assume is he did the voice for King Shark. But imagine that. The DCU has Sylvester Stallone voicing King Shark. That would be amazing. But yeah, next comment by Andrew Casali. By the way, sorry for the people with commenting right now. I want to take things slow. That's always something I have to mention in my streams because I'm not a very fast reader. But yeah, uh, I think the DCU timeline is Wonder Woman 2017, Black Adam, Wonder Woman 84, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Ayers, Suicide Squad. You guys will be surprised with what I'm about to say, but I actually consider the DCU, like all DCU movies, canon. The only one I kind of took away was Justice League because in a way, it's not like for example, Birds of Prey doesn't cancel out Snyder Cut. I kind of replaced the film. That's the first time that ever happened where I put the Snyder Cut in the place of 2017's Justice League. Justice League, actually. I know it's probably not that, but to me, it's not like any of them cancel each other out. Like Shazam. Shazam had a newspaper where you saw the events of Man of Steel and BVS. And so I don't know why, but my mind kind of puts them all canon. Obviously, we don't know anything for sure, but I do consider Wonder Woman 84, BBS, Birds of Prey, Shazam, and possibly the Suicide Squad. I do think more than likely the Suicide Squad will take place in the DCEU that we know. But I know that's a weird interpretation, but I just see it that way. Of course, I don't bring in like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I know it's his own thing. And I know Pattinson's Batman is its own thing. I know that's a weird interpretation, but that's just the way how I see it. But yeah. And next comment by Andrew. Zack Snyder's Justice League, Aquaman, Shazam, Birds of Prey, James Gunn, Suicide. Oh wait, you were saying that. But yeah, hopefully in the Flash movie they don't actually reboot, but I think that's what it's more than likely going to be like. But anyways, next comment by Dennis. I heard the movie will be inspired by 70s action movies, like where Eagles there, the Dirty Dozens. Oh man, I love the Dirty Dozens. And and especially Kelly's Heroes. I didn't feel a lot of it in the trailer, but still gonna see it. I will admit, you only feel it a little bit. Like when I saw the trailer the first time, I didn't really feel Dirty Dozens, Eagles Dare. I didn't feel that vibe too much, but it does. I felt it more the second or third time. The posters did feel it, but overall, the film looks like it's gonna be a crazy, funny, insane film. A bunch of bad guys doing good stuff for once. But yeah, and it looks completely opposite to what David Ayer wanted. And I know a lot of people love to side themselves as either funny comedic movie fans or dark tone films fans. I do prefer more the darker toned films. I will not lie, but I'd be lying if I said I don't love comedic films. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite MCU film, and that is arguably one of the funniest MCU films. I know it's weird to have that mindset, but you know, I love dark tones. I love dark films like BVS and The Dark Knight, but I also like bright movies like Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know. That's just how weird my head fits in. But yeah, um, Andrew Casale comments, yes, Jai Courtney was in it. I love Jai Courtney, and I love him as Captain Boomerang. And I hope we see. I gotta go look at the trailer again. I don't remember seeing Captain Boomerang. I remember that's what I said after my second viewing of the trailer, where I was like, I don't remember seeing Jack Courtney, but I will have to rewatch it to see any images of him. But yeah, so the villain is Starro the Conqueror. Yeah, that was a lot of people theorized Starro was gonna be the villain. I was like, no, he's not. He's the Justice League villain. And then in the trailer, when you see the giant star squishing cars, I'm like, wait, I mean, like you go watch my reaction again. You'll see me being like, wait, the fan theories were right. It was actually Starro. Never in my life. Like James Gunn brings on the crazy in every project he has, but not even I expected Starro. So I'm expecting anything in this film by now. If you see Condiment King in this film pop up, I told you so. I do think James Gunn would be the director to bring on Condiment King. Uh, James Gunn, I don't know how his mind works, but the man's crazy. He's crazy. And Starro the Conqueror was a very surprising thing. And also in the trailer, if you see the guy calls him a kaiju, he calls Starro a kaiju. For those who don't know what kaiju are, they're like Godzilla and Kong, like the monster verse. And that was the funniest thing. I do think that Starro would fit in like that whole kaiju universe. Also, by the way, guys, before I read the other comments, let me know if my audio is working. Right now, I'm not using my regular headset, so I can't really hear perfectly what I'm like if the microphone works. I hope it is good right now, but yeah. But let's get into the next comment. Next one by Dennis. Big Stallone fan as well. And yes, it's confirmed according to TV tropes. Oh, and Nathan Fillion, aka Richard Castle, was in the movie. I love Sylvester Stallone. You guys know I'm a big fan of him. I love the Rambo movies. I love the Rocky movies. I love Sylvester Stallone and anything he really is in, especially his voice. He has such a motivational voice. Like anytime I host, like you guys, I think you guys will agree. Anytime I hear Sylvester Stallone's voice, all I think is, yeah, I'm about to beat up a guy I don't know. Like when I hear his voice, it's like, uh, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. I love that motivational speech. And anytime I hear Sylvester Stallone's voice, I'm getting all pumped up, motivated. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to kick some butt, even though I don't feel angry towards anyone. So I don't know why I'm thinking that way. But yeah, no. I don't want to block him. No. Oh, okay, hold up. Let me pull up the next comments. Sorry, guys. Next comment, Andrew comments. Andrew comments, better action hero, Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love both. I do love both. I'm a big Terminator fan. Terminator was the first ever R-rated movie I ever saw. And Arnold, I really love him in the Terminator movies. And you guys know I love the Rocky Rambo movies. I love both. But considering that I'm such a big Terminator fan and I put Terminator over these other movies, I would go ahead and give that to Arnold. However, I do think I do think Sylvester has done more diverse roles that make me love him more. While Arnold, when I think of Arnold, I think the Terminator. Like, you know what I mean? But I love both of them. I think they're both great action heroes, and I think Arnold, great guy, great, amazing. They're both great. But I would be lying if I told you that Terminator wasn't one of my favorite franchises. I'm a big Terminator fan. I still think Terminator 2 is one of the best action movies of all time. But that's just how I see it. I love both of them, though. I love both of them. But next comment by Diaz. What's up, Eddie? The trailer looks good. Yeah. Also, fun fact: when I was doing my trailer reaction, when I do trailer reactions, I try to upload them quickly. Like I'm editing the clips together, I'm uploading, and then in my subscription feed, I see this guy. This guy already had a video up. I'm telling you, if you want news fast, you got to go subscribe to my man's Diaz right here because this guy gets everything quickly. He gets all the news, everything super quickly. Like I remember being in my subscription feed, I'm like, dang, it wasn't the first one, and he beat me to the Suicide Squad trailer reaction. But yeah, this guy, I don't know what kind of internet he has, but this guy probably has an entire team of people helping him put out content. Well, he probably doesn't have a team. I would even say he doesn't, but this guy is fast. So if you want fast news, faster than me, obviously, then you got to go subscribe to Diaz. So you guys can see his channel right there, like right here on the screen. Yeah, right here. Wait, hold up. I'm trying to get it right. Yeah, right here. Right here. Subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah. Next comment. Better Stallone and Arnold franchise, Rocky or Terminator? I kind of already answered that. But Terminator. Yeah, I love the Terminator movies. I love I love the Rocky movies. I absolutely love them. I even love the Creed movies. Yeah, I actually like the two Creed movies. I really love them a lot. But I would say Terminator. However, let's do, when we compare the older Rocky movies and the older Terminator movies, Terminator wins by far. But because Creed is a new part of the Rocky franchise, I will go ahead and say that the new Creed movies are better than the new Terminator movies. Because let me tell you, I did not like Terminator Dark Fate. I am telling you, when I left the theater after I watched Terminator Dark Fate, I was angry. It was one of the most disappointing films of all time. And I hated Terminator Dark Fate. I remember I thought the trailer looked good. I thought the trailer looked good. A lot of people were complaining about the trailer. But I remember I was praising it. And I wish I had a channel back then so I could rant about that film. But I left the theater and I was like, what the heck is the point of this film? But the Creed movies gave me an opposite. I was like, yeah, you feel that Rocky vibe. You feel that vibe that Rocky needs. But yeah, I'd be lying if I told you Terminator Dark Fate was a movie I liked. But next comment, better. Oh, that's a good question. Better Batman film, Batman 1989 or The Dark Knight? I love. Look, I'm gonna give respect when respect's due. I love Michael Keaton. I really love that Batman '89 film, but I gotta give it to the Dark Knight. I love the Dark Knight. Heath Ledger's Joker again is one of my favorite performances of all time. I loved him as Joker, and I honestly like his Joker was just phenomenal. I love Jack Nicholson, but I gotta give it more to Heath. Uh, Christian Bale. I do remember Andrew asked me once what was my favorite Batman between Michael Keaton and Christian Bale, and I honestly am tied still right now to this position. I don't know which one I prefer Batman wise, but Joker wise, I do prefer Heath more, and film wise, I prefer Dark Knight more. But I do love that Batman '89 film a lot. But yeah, next guy, Dennis. Just found out that David Ayer is making a new Dirty Dozen. Yeah, and considering that this movie is inspired by '70s action movies, so you know what that means. We need the Ayer cut right now, right now, right now. But yeah, next comment. Oh wow, wait, hold up, I just read that. Hold up, let me pop it up. Yo, Diaz. Wait, let me set up a better graphic. Let me set up a better graphic. Make it pop up more. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Diaz, for that super chat. Everyone, shout out to Eddie. He sent 3 smiley emojis. Thank you, Diaz, for the super chat. We're gonna be using that to improve everything on this channel. I said this in my last stream, but I'm gonna be using the ad money and the super chat money to improve things. Like I want to get a better camera. Right now, I only have this little webcam right here, which I don't think you guys can see it very well, but hold up. Yeah, I don't think you guys can see it very well. Don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Also, no one noticed the Baby Yoda right there. Yeah, I just brought it in from my room just to show it here. But yeah, thank you, Eddie. Thank you for the $9 super chat. Him and Slaza Picante are the first people to send a super chat. So thank you, Eddie, so much for the support on the channel. Honestly, man, he's a great guy. Y'all go support him. He uploads news really quickly. So if you want fast news, like you want news right there on the spot, I'm telling you, my homie Diaz right here got you. He's quick. I'm telling you, he dropped the Suicide Squad trailer reaction before me, and I dropped my reaction 20 minutes after the trailer dropped. So you know this guy's quickly. But thank you so much for the $9 super chat. It really truly means a lot. Your support. And thank you, Diaz. And thank you to everyone for being a part of the stream right now. We've gone 27 minutes in. But yeah, thank you so much, Diaz, for the support. It really means a lot. So everyone shout out to Diaz. But yeah, I had to put the better graphic because yeah, thank you so much, Diaz. It really means a lot. Sorry if I'm repeating myself too much. I don't know how to react too much, but yeah, thank you. And hold up, I'm gonna read this next Dennis comment. Hold up. All right, so I love Creed as well. The movie is awesome. Yeah, I love the 2 Creed movies, and I'm actually kind of excited with Michael B. Jordan directing the 3rd Creed movie. I love the Creed movies, and I do think I almost said Christian. Michael B. Jordan, since he has so much experience being on set with Ryan Coogler and everyone in the Creed franchise. I'm telling you, I think this kid, Michael B. Jordan, I feel like this movie, since it's his directorial debut, he's going to come in, he's going to make a great movie, and all of us movie fans, we're going to be like, wow, Michael B. Jordan's a great director. And then after that, he's going to be directing a lot of movies, and I think one day, just maybe one day, he's going to be an Academy-winning nominated or winning director. And maybe I'm saying too much, but I do think Michael B. Jordan has so much potential, and I cannot wait for Creed 3. But yeah, next comment by Andrew. I think Batman Begins is better than The Dark Knight because it's Bale's Batman at his best, more creature of the night, and his voice isn't bad. I love Christian Bale. I think he's one of my favorite actors, top 10. But I will admit, I love him as Batman. I just didn't like his voice too much. His voice kind of annoyed me a bit sometimes. Where is it? Where's Rachel? But I did love his Batman, and I love The Dark Knight. And I don't know why, but when I read the comment, I thought you said Batman '89. I don't know why I thought that, but Batman Begins is better than Dark Knight. I prefer The Dark Knight. I think it's a better film, but hey, it's all subjective, man. And if you love Batman Begins more than The Dark Knight, that's cool. I love Batman Begins a lot too, but I gotta put The Dark Knight above. To me, The Dark Knight is my third favorite comic book movie. It's my favorite non-Snyder DC film, and yeah, or actually besides DC, my favorite non-Snyder comic book movie is The Dark Knight. But yeah, better Batsuit and Begins too. Actually, I have to go watch the images again. Let me watch the. Let me actually right now. Let me quickly find the images of the suits because I think I can find. Wait, hold up. Uh, wait, hold up. Let me see the suits again because I need to remind myself. I remember. I think the Batman Begins suit was much buffer. Uh, okay, so here they are. Let me show it to you guys first. So some of you who don't know what I'm talking about. Uh, the one on the left is the Batman Begins suit. The one on the right is the Dark Knight suit. I think they're both great. The Dark Knight suit does feel more tactical, while the Batman suit feels more menacing. I would go ahead and say they're both great, but I think I would prefer Batman Begins suit a little more. But yeah, next comment by Dennis. Oh, hold up. Um, Batman 89, my opinion, is the best. Wait, hold up. Before I read it, I'm gonna drink some water. I've gone 30 minutes talking, so just stay there with me, guys. For the people joining us on the stream, let me just quickly drink water, and then we'll get into your comments, questions, theories, and concerns. Um, Batman 89, in my opinion, is the best. Just because I'm a fan of the 1940s film noir aesthetics, I even walk around with the fedora, even though I live in Brazil. Hey, yeah, your name does kind of seem Brazilian. I didn't even realize that, but I also love The Dark Knight a lot. I've never actually worn a fedora. I think one time 2 years ago when I was at a friend's house, I jokingly wore a fedora, and I was thinking like I was pretending like I was Rorschach for some reason. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, I did love the aesthetic to Batman 89. I actually really like Batman 89. Uh, besides 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 The Dark Knight, I think it's my favorite standalone Batman film, Batman 89. But yeah, also we have global subscribers. Dennis is from Brazil. I'm surprised by how global this channel has become because I have a subscriber from Wales. His name's Harley. I have a subscriber from Australia. I had one from South Korea, surprisingly, and it's actually cool meeting like film fans from around the world. And he's from Brazil, and I am surprised by how global. Like I'm from Houston, Texas, here in the U.S. Uh, so it surprises me how global this channel has become, and it's really surprising. But yeah, next comment by Andrew. Were you surprised when they confirmed King Shark as Sylvester Stallone? I was surprised when Sylvester Stallone was even coming into the Suicide Squad, let alone King Shark. I will say my first prediction for when he came on was King Shark for some reason. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Sylvester Stallone as King Shark. Uh, it does kind of surprise me even now that he's King Shark. But hey, we live in a world where Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro. We live in a world where Jared Leto came back as Joker, and we live in a world where Alfred Molina is coming back as Doc Ock. So anything is possible. But yeah, also I just got a notification from my YouTube that people are arguing. Like people are arguing in one of my videos. I really hate when people argue in comment sections because it's like, what do you gain from arguing in comments? Like I get discussion, but not like true arguments where you're like mad at someone. But yeah, Andrew Casali comments, when it comes to Marvel films, the only ones I like are Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, and MCU Phase One, Iron Man 2, Avengers 1. I actually really like the MCU. I know a lot of people get surprised when I say I love this MCU because I praise Snyder's DCU more. I do prefer Snyder's DCU a lot more than the MCU, but I'd be lying if I told you I didn't like the MCU. There are movies in the MCU I don't like. Like I hate Ant-Man and the Wasp. Captain Marvel is an movie. Let me remind myself of more movies, but Far From Home was far from good. There are a lot of movies, MCU movies I struggle with. But I do my favorite Marvel movie, like I'm talking about all Marvel, is Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. I love that Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy because I grew up with those movies. That was the first ever superhero I ever fell in love with, which was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So I have a very deep connection with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But yeah, next comment. Hold up. We got okay for the people joining us. For the people joining us in the stream, give me a minute. Give me a little time to read all the comments. I like to take time to read everyone's comments. But yeah, I realize Salsa is actually here on the chat. What's up, Salsa? To the channel. This man's been a big supporter to the channel. But yeah, Dennis's comment. My favorite live action Gotham's number one, Joker's 70s Gotham. Oh, Joker 70s Gotham. Yeah. Two begins polluted, decaying Gotham, not the Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises. However, three 1989's 1940s Gotham. I actually agree with his ranking. Uh, I will say my favorite Gotham and my favorite version of what Gotham looks like is from the Joker movie, where you see like this polluted, like darker tone to Gotham. I was surprised by how it felt like Gotham because when I saw the trailers, I'm like, it feels like New York but green. When I watched the movie, however, it didn't feel like New York. Um, so it's weird. Although I'm not from New York, I've never stepped foot in New York, so I don't know how I would know what it feels like. But yeah, but yeah, I agree. I love also Batman Begins as Gotham. I also love the 89 1940s Gotham. And I know this is going to sound surprising, but in Batman and Robin, I really like how they made Gotham look like. I know it's surprising, but the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises didn't really make Gotham feel any special to me. It kind of just felt like San Francisco. Um, but yeah, whatever it is. But yeah. Next comment. I pretend to be Rorschach every time I put on my quarantine mask. Sorry, I meant my face. Actually, uh, that's how I felt like for the first few months of the pandemic, which I cannot name because YouTube will demonetize my video if I say that for some reason. But uh, early pandemic, when I would put on my little face mask, um, I did feel like a superhero. After a while, I'm like, dang. So do vigilantes get tired of masks? But I don't know. Or I mean, face and Rorschach. Anytime I wear a fedora or anytime I've worn a fedora, I'm like, "Oh, Rorschach. I don't know. It's funny. I love Rorschach as a character, but yeah. Also, what's up, Salsa? Next comment. Whoa, nice screensaver. Yeah. Here's actually my screensaver. Let me hold up. Yeah, that's the screensaver. Is this one I found on Pinterest? At the top, you can see Dark Side, and then at the bottom, you see the League. And yeah, over here it says all of existence shall be mine. Uh, and yeah, it's black and white. Justice League. I change my wallpaper a lot, but I've never put a wallpaper of my own face. Like a lot of people I know personally, they'll put like a wallpaper of their girlfriends, their selves, maybe their friends, maybe some other family members. But I don't know. I've never done that. Why? Because I don't like that. I want to have like when I open up my phone, I want to see something I love, and that is Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I change it a lot. Like just a few weeks ago, I had Godzilla vs Kong. I've changed it up to WandaVision. I've changed it up to The Office, Friends, everything. And it's weird. I only put movies and shows as my wallpaper. Also, my phone case is the Star Wars franchise right there. I love Star Wars, man, so I gotta put it. But yeah, thank you for the compliment. What are they arguing about? I'm nosy. Lol. Wait, hold up. There basically what happened is I made a video saying that kind of ending my whole feud with like the whole John Campea feud, where I was like, hey, I'm just gonna stop you know being I'm gonna stop making videos against other YouTubers because I don't know why for some reason I didn't feel passionate about those videos. I want to make videos where I'm happy about what I made. And so this guy named Caleb, read this first comment. I'm not gonna show more comments, but yeah, yeah, hold up. Let me focus. I wish I could put my screen up. Okay. Come on. All right. Hold up. No, I don't need a tweet. Okay. okay, it's not focusing, but basically what he says is John Campea is a joke. You keep doing you. And so this other guy was like, John Campea, this, that. And when I saw the comments, all I said to Caleb was, hey, thank you, Caleb, for the support. Because he said, you keep doing you. And it seemed like he was supporting me, which he was. But I just thanked him. All I did was thank him. And then I had this other guy come in and it's like, you're supporting a fanboy. You're letting a fanboy support you, a toxic fanboy. It's like, whoa, I just thanked him for his support. And guess I'm a toxic fanboy now. I don't know. I don't like getting into I don't like to get into arguments on social media. I like to, I'll have discussions like you guys. Okay, I dropped my water bottle, but I like having conversations like this. But I'm not a big fan of going into comments and being like, "Oh, your mom gay," ha 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 ha. Like, I don't like doing that kind of stuff, you know. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of arguments for some reason. But yeah, uh, the most accurate Hulk in live action is Edward Norton 2008. That is actually my favorite live action Hulk. By the way, I love that Incredible Hulk movie. I know a lot of people get surprised when I say that. A lot of my friends kind of make fun of me for liking that Edward Norton Hulk movie. But hey, man, I love Edward Norton. I love them in Fight Club. Actually, he was not in Fight Club because number one rule of Fight Club is we don't talk about Fight Club. But yeah, I love Edward Norton as Hulk in that 2008 film, and I love Mark Ruffalo too. But I gotta give it to Edward Norton, man. I gotta give it to Edward Norton. And the Incredible Hulk film was actually in my top 10 favorite MCU films. A lot of people get surprised by that too, but I love that Incredible Hulk film. So I gotta put it up there, man. I gotta put it up there. Next comment by Sasa. I live in New York. Yeah, look, we got a lot of people from around the world, and yeah, that's cool. I have a few friends from New York, or who were from New York, but came to where I'm at. And I also have one friend who actually lives in New York. I often message him. We haven't seen each other since we were in high school, like a year ago. But yeah, that's cool. Wait, are you from Queens, which is where you get to see Spider-Man swinging? Or I don't know, I'm joking. Or Brooklyn, where Miles Morales is from. But yeah, they always make superheroes from New York. Or they always, in every action movie, when the aliens invade Earth, they go for New York. They're like, you know what? We'll just go and invade New York. But yeah, hey Jason, what's up? What's up to the stream? This is the first time I see you in a stream, so welcome to the live stream. Where today we're just talking about the Suicide Squad trailer. So yeah, make sure you comment down below your thoughts. But yeah, Ray Fisher deserves his own Cyborg movie. To be honest, that I agree with. I'm telling you, my favorite part of the Justice League Snyder Cut movie was Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher was, or Victor Stone was the heart of and soul of the film, and it felt like it was his story, and it felt like the League was connected to his story in some sort of way. And so I love Cyborg. He was my favorite character in the entire film. And yeah, I want a Cyborg solo movie. I've been wanting it, and I wanted to see him in the Flash film. Sadly, because of the whole situation with Walter Hamada, Joss Whedon, and Jeff Johns, we'll probably never get a Ray Fisher Cyborg movie again, which is sad because he was truly amazing. And when I finished watching the Snyder Cut, my first reaction was, this kid is going to be the next Hugh Jackman, which is basically went from Broadway to being an iconic superhero character. And honestly, like Ray Fisher, I really love the guy, and he really risked his career for the Snyder Cut to be released, and I give him a lot of props and credit. And hopefully we get to see him I hope someday this is all done over with, it's all resolved, and we get a Ray Fisher standalone Cyborg film, or maybe we can see him in another Justice League movie, or we can see him in the Flash film. That's what I just want to see. But yeah, it's truly disappointing what's going on with Walter Amada and everything like that. I don't really want to get into that because I don't want to make any assumptions or anything, but I just want to see Ray Fisher again. This was my first ever time seeing Ray Fisher in a film. I've never seen him in anything prior. I know he was on Broadway and he was in a few shows, but this was my first time truly watching Ray Fisher act the way he acts. And I gotta tell you, man, the kid is awesome. I think the kid, I don't even know why I'm calling him a kid. I'm a kid myself. I'm younger than him. But I think he's great and he has a bright future ahead of him. And I'm telling you, I think he's the next Hugh Jackman. I know that's a big statement, but he's my favorite part in my favorite comic book movie of all time, and that speaks a lot. And the Cyborg character, I've loved him in the comics for years, but I don't think I've ever seen a better interpretation of Cyborg since this movie. But yeah, uh, that's just how I see it. But yeah, let me read the next comments. Sorry if I took a while. Also, welcome King Cucumber to the stream. I'm about to get into the other comments, but let me read the comments first because I kind of talked a lot about Ray Fisher Cyber. But remember the 2003 Hulk Eric Bana? Yeah, Hulk I ever watched. I remember watching that movie when I was younger, and then after that, it got me to read the Hulk comics and watching the other Hulk. Yeah, that was my first ever introduction to Hulk, and I'm not the biggest fan of the movie now, but when I was a kid, I really loved that film. I remember I even had these big Hulk gloves that I would always punch my siblings with as a joke. But yeah, yeah, I remember Eric Bana. Controversial opinion: Gotham had the best commissioner, uh, Gordon. I would actually disagree. Hold up, let me quickly search up right now something right now. Give me a minute, guys. My favorite Commissioner Gordon uh, is is the one from The Dark Knight. Who's why am I now find his name? How getting his name? uh, hold up. Why am I forgetting his name? He's a big actor. I know him. Why am I not finding his name? Hold up. Sorry guys if I'm going slow. I really need to find his name. What's his name again? How am I forgetting his name? Oh man, I cannot find his name. Okay, you guys will just have to let me know in the comments. Sorry about that. Uh, but I'm gonna have to find his name later. But you guys just comment it down below. But my favorite Gorn is how am I forgetting his name? He's a big actor. Why am this happens to me a lot where I'll forget something that I know. Uh, but yeah, my favorite Commissioner Gordon is the one from The Dark Knight. But I did really like the Gotham Commissioner Gordon. So that's pretty cool. Next comment by Jason. Really disappointed they cut him out of the Flash script. Yeah, it's disappointing, but man, I really wish we got to keep Ray Fisher as Cyborg. If I ever hear a recasting for Cyborg, I'd probably get furious. But truly, I really like Ray Fisher, and I hope he comes back. Whether it's in a standalone movie, whether it's a Justice League film, whether it's a Flash movie, whatever it is, I just want to see Ray Fisher again because truly the man's a great cyborg, and I think he was my favorite part of the Justice League film. Well, the Snyder Cut edition, obviously. Uh, but yeah, I really want to see Ray Fisher again. But yeah, also welcome again, King Cucumber, King Cucumber. Why am I saying that wrong? But a Marvel movie I really like that a lot of people dislike, the Punisher movie from 2004. I actually wait. Travolta. Why am I forgetting his first name again? No, Travolta. Hold up. Travolta. What was his first name? I don't want to say that. John. Okay. I don't know how I forgot the name John, but the John Travolta Punisher movie. I really like that Punisher movie actually. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like it, but hey, I liked it. And hey, if you like a movie, it's cool. That's the only thing that really matters at the end of the day of a movie, whether you like it or not. And I really like that Punisher film. But favorite Marvel films pre MCU. Oh, my favorite one is Spider-Man 2, but that's my favorite Marvel movie in general. I also like the X-Men United, X-Men 2 United. And I know this is gonna be a surprise, but I actually like X-Men The Last Stand. I like The Last Stand. I'm not even joking when I say that, but I like The Last Stand. Not the best film. Obviously, it's the weakest of the trilogy, but I actually like that film. Uh, Other Marvel movies. Obviously, I love the first Spider-Man also. Um, I like the Eric Bana Hulk film. Don't love it, but I like it a bit. Um, Let me try to think. The Punisher, obviously, I just said I liked it. The Ben Affleck Daredevil film. Not the biggest fan of that film, but it's not a really bad. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I would say Spider-Man 2 is obviously my favorite one. But yeah, next comment by Andrew. Restore the Snipers hit 1 million on Twitter. Heck yeah. It's trending now. The thing is, it's more the Snyder Cut movement is stronger now than it was back when we were doing the hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Because now not only do we have the Snyder fans, we have people who watch the Snyder Cut and we're like, oh my God, Snyder had a good plan. Because I know a lot of people in my personal life who didn't like BVS and didn't like Man of Steel. And when they watched the Snyder Cut of Justice League, they were like, heck yeah, I can't wait for the second film. And I felt so bad having to tell them, oh yeah, we're not getting a second film for now. But yeah, it's stronger now. But also, thank you to Andrew for finally telling me his name. Gary Oldman. How do I not remember his name? He's a big actor. He's a big actor. But yeah, Gary Oldman's my favorite Commissioner Gordon. But yeah, thoughts on the Iron Cut? I want to see it. I want to see it. Oh crap! Just got a notification. Sorry about that, guys. But thoughts on the Iron Cut? I want to see it. I want to see it. I really want to see it now. I would rather watch the James Gunn Suicide Squad film because I'm a bigger fan of James Gunn. But if right now I was told I can watch the Iron Cut, definitely I'm gonna watch it. Especially me because I defend Jared Leto's Joker a ton, and I think he was mishandled, and I would love to see him again. Also, I love Will Smith, so I would really love to see Will Smith, and also that first trailer that we got, which was the Iron Cut. I think that trailer looks really good. Sadly, I don't see it ever happening, but I want to see it. I would love to see the Iron Cut of Suicide Squad. It's impossible that it could be worse than what we originally got. I actually don't hate Suicide Squad, the one we got theatrically, but I also don't like it either. But yeah, hold up. The Batsuit and Gotham finale is trash. I will admit I'm not the biggest fan of the suit, but I wouldn't say it's completely bad trash. But yeah, next comment by Jason. Bryan Cranston could have done better. Could have been a better DCU Gordon. No offense to J.K. Simmons. I love J.K. Simmons, especially you guys know as J. Jonah Jameson is like, Parker, where are I need pictures of Spider-Man. He's a menace. And honestly, I can't say who would be better. Because honestly, I don't know. I'm not a casting person. I don't know who would fit better, but I do think Bryan Cranston could be a good joke. I mean, did I almost say Joker? I mean, a good Commissioner Gordon. J.K. Simmons is, to me, J.K. Simmons is in a position where Jared Leto was at, where it's like Jared Leto never really had too much time to shine, but J.K. Simmons, he also didn't have a time to shine. I'm assuming originally they were hyping up him to be Commissioner Gordon in the Ben Affleck Batman film, him to appear more. But at the end of the day, I do think Bryan Cranston could be could be a great Commissioner Gordon. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't want more J.K. Simmons. I thought he was great in the few clips we saw him in. But yeah. Next comment, Gary Oldman. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Casalia Logic. 5-second appearance of a bad bat suit ruins a 5-season long show. I don't think it ruined it for me. I actually like Gotham. In fact, I wouldn't say the ending ruined it for me. I would actually say I really like the ending. But I'm not the biggest fan of Gotham, Like, I like Gotham, but I don't like it in a Dark Knight, Batman 89 level. Like, you know what I mean? I will say, it surprised me because I thought, before watching Gotham, I said, a Batman show without Batman? Like, I was, like, confused. But I watched it, and I was like, wow, this is actually really good. But yeah, next comment. They had a great Joker. If only they had called him that. I actually like the Joker they had, which is funny because they never called him Joker. But yeah, Gary Oldman played Gordon in the Nolan trilogy. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, I really like. What was his name? Gary Oldman. How do I forget his name? I don't know how I forget his name. But next comment by Salsa. Did you ever see the Justice League pilot from 1997? never got turned into a series, but they released the pilot many years later. I got to see it. I actually liked it. I wish we had seen more of a series. And for some reason, it reminds me of the Snyder Cut, how we finally get to see the Snyder Cut after 4 years of waiting. And then we're just left off with this big cliffhanger, now getting to see more films. But yeah. Um, Next comment by Jason. People say the Snyder Cut fan base is toxic, as if the Marvel fan base aren't toxic. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I've always said this. Every fan base has their toxic side. Marvel has it. Star Wars has it. Star Trek has it. Lord of the Rings has it. Every franchise has its toxic fans, but yet everyone wants to make it seem like only Snyder fans have it, which is stupid. And even the the DC fans who are non-Snyder fans, even they have a toxic side. And it's like, it's annoying when I hear people say, "Oh, the Snyder Cut is toxic," but we're gonna ignore everyone else. I don't know. I think every fan base has their toxic side, uh, and the best thing we can do is just to avoid a toxic side. Uh, and most of the time, you get these fake, like these people who spread the Snyder Cut movement as toxic. It's typically idiots like Jody's Corner, who just want to do it because they know that it's what gets them the most clicks. I used to be a subscriber of Jody. I still think he's a very energetic and fun guy, but I feel like I feel like he has found a position where he knows for sure what can get him clicks and views, which is hating on the Snyder movement. And I fell into that. I fell into that part because I used to make hate videos on people who hated the Snyder Cut and spread lies like Andy, Jody, John. I used to be that, but I realized, yes, this will get me a lot of clicks, but I don't want my reputation to be the guy who don't like the Snyder Cut. I want to be known as a movie fan. I just want to be known as a guy who loves movies a lot. And I hope maybe that's what I get known as. But, I was in a similar position to Jody where I realized one thing was getting me clicks, but I kind of, decided to give up on that because when I was making those hate videos, it felt like I lost my passion for YouTube for a while. And my whole point of doing YouTube was just to be able to connect to other movie fans and talk to them. But when I was doing those hate videos, it felt like I wasn't doing that. And I lost my mood. I lost my rhythm of wanting to do YouTube. All I was thinking about was views and clicks and everything. But now I've kind of changed. I'm like, hey, I just want to talk about movies. And so I kind of understand what Jody's going through. Obviously, I'm not in his exact position because to him, YouTube is his career. While for me, it's just like a little side thing that I do. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like I can connect to him in a little way. So yeah, sorry if I got too much into that. But we need a coup in Warner Bros. To install a DC gang of 3. J. Olivia, Zack Snyder, and Christopher Nolan. I would love to see them as the de facto heads of DC films, installing a puppet to your head so they continue to give us masterpieces. That I would like. I don't think Nolan wants to continue doing DC, but that idea that idea is a pretty good idea. What I thought they should have done is finish the Snyder project, like finish Ben Affleck's movie, finish Man of Steel, finish part 2 and part 3 of Justice League. And then when Snyder steps down, DC can continue doing what they want. And I thought that would have been a smart idea, but Warner Bros. Panicked too quickly. And I know a lot of people will say BVS needed to be a $1 billion hit. I'm sorry. That's the second film in the DCU. No way was that going to make $1 billion. It made $900 million. It was really close. And I still to this day defend the fact that BVS didn't need to make $1 billion in the box office because it was still the second film of the cinematic universe. And not only that, but it was during the Marvel saga. It was during the Marvel stage, right, where people were only wanting to watch Marvel films. So in a way, it's like I kind of defend BVS for not making $1 billion in the box office. I think Warner Bros. Shouldn't have panicked too quickly. Now, if Justice League, like let's say we get Snyder's Justice League in 2017. If we had gotten that film and it flopped, I would understand Warner Bros. I would understand it. But they panicked too quickly. They pulled the plug, but they pulled the plug in a moment where they shouldn't have pulled the plug. And that's just stupid business decision. So I agree with Dennis. I would have loved to seen that Trinity, being head of the DC films. But yeah, also we are now at the hour-long mark. So that's a cool little fact of today. But Bryan Cranston already was born in the year one animated film. Oh wait, really? I actually didn't know that. I don't know, but yeah. Did you like the Flash TV show from 1990 or the CW Flash show? I actually like both of them, but I prefer the the first 3 seasons of the Flash CW show. More. I'm not the biggest fan of the current CW Flash show anymore. The new season trailer didn't really intrigue me. I know a lot of people are giving it good reviews, but I don't know. It's just not something I'm excited for. I wish I could get excited because I love Grant Gustin. I think he's a great Flash, but I don't know. It's not exciting anymore. But I do prefer the first 3 seasons, or actually, I would say the first two. Or yeah, actually, I would give the first 3 seasons. Yeah, I actually did like the third season, but I do think that first and second season of the Flash are the best Flash seasons, and the other ones are pretty weak to me. But yeah, next comment by Jason. They're still arguing in my comment section, but IGN's comment sections are the most positive comment sections I've ever seen. Yeah. Oh man. Next comment by Jason again. Jody's Corner hates the movie just because Ray Fisher slandered him. It's like Ray Fisher calls him out on a. I'm not gonna say. Okay, so I'm gonna give some context to people who are watching. Basically, a few months ago, uh, Jody started this little trend calling Ray Fisher Yay Fisher. And if you see the clip, it sounds like he's saying Gay Fisher. And Ray Fisher called him out on Twitter saying, hey, could we not use homophobic slurs to people? And then Jody and Andy got offended by that. And now they're all over Ray Fisher, and they're always up against the Snyder Cut because Ray Fisher called him out on. Look, I'm not gonna say what Jody said. I've seen the clip once. I still probably should watch it more times, but it's like I don't know. And it's like, why get mad at Ray Fisher if he thought he heard a homophobic slur? It's like, it's a slur. I don't know. The whole Jody thing, I don't know. I've actually gotten a lot of messages from Jody fans complaining to me, calling me a cultist and all this. And like I was getting this one guy. I was getting this one guy who was going through all my videos, all this, commenting a lot of things like, you look stupid, you look fat, you're a cultist, you're this, you're that. And at one point, he even called me a racist term for Hispanics. He called me a spick and a beaner, which are highly offensive terms to Hispanics. And he was going all over my comments. He found my Instagram, which is easy because I promote my Instagram a ton. And he was just constantly berating me with comments and this. He's like, you're a cultist, you're a spick, you're a beaner, you're fat, this, that. And I'm like, dude, it's like, we're just YouTubers. Why be so passionate about another man's opinions? Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, what's the point of races and fat remarks? It's like, I don't understand. But this one guy, I'm not even going to say his name because I don't want to credit him, because a lot of YouTubers tend to credit people by saying their names or something. This guy took massive offense. And it's like, I get it. You like Jody. I'll admit this. Jody's a better YouTuber than me. He has better equipment. He has better this. And he has done this for years. So I give Jody credit. He's a better channel than me. But like, do you really got to be so passionate about a YouTuber like that? Like, come on. And if I ever get a fan base somehow, I hope that's not how the people are, because that's just immature. But let me read these next comments. By the way, for those people joining us in the stream, please stay in the chat, the channel. I'm taking the time to read everyone's comments. But yeah, Jody is a pasto. I actually don't know what pos means. Let me hold up. I actually don't know what that means. A point of sale place where a customer executes. I don't. Sorry, I actually don't know what POS means. Point of sale. I don't think that's what it means. Okay, here's the Urban Dictionary. Oh, it's a piece of crap. I don't know how I didn't even think of it. Jody's crying in the corner. Yeah, that film god video, but um, because Jody's a baby. Yeah, Jody's a big crybaby, but I kind of want to get done talking about him because I don't know, he's annoying, but Jody's fans are real racists. I don't really know most of the people who are in Jody's channel, but yeah, I was getting a lot of comments. I was getting a lot of people bashing me, finding my emails, finding my Instagram and Twitter, constantly messaging me a lot of things like, "How dare you, Snyder cultist!" But that one guy specifically got me under my skin because he was actually calling me real offensive things. Like typically when people call me mean things online, I've gotten used to just be like, "Hey, you're the one taking the time out of your day to give me a view, so bye bye." And um, and typically I do that, but this one guy got under my skin because how much he was spamming my channel and spamming my messages with like true, real offensive remarks, which is weird, but I don't know. Next comment by Caleb. By the way, to start something on earlier, I was talking about the arguments in the comments. Caleb was the guy who was in, like for some reason, all he did was support me. All he did was tell me to keep doing you. And I thanked him for the support, but for some reason, people got mad at him in the comments. So everyone, thank you to Caleb for the comment that he put in my comment sections a few days ago. But I was surprised by how offended people got that I just thanked him for his support. like I'm just thanking him. I'm thanking the guy for supporting my channel. But yeah, shout out to Caleb, man. Jody hated Snyderverse since Man of Steel. He said it was a good movie, but not a good Superman film. It's weird because there's a lot of streams where he says, where he said, I actually like Man of Steel and all this. And, you know, Jody, I would actually be on Jody's side, except the thing is, he's the one who started this war. Go back to his BVS rant. He called people mentally deranged for liking BVS, not the fans for defending it, but he called the fans who liked it, who just liked it, mentally deranged. And I'm like, well, of course you're going to get hate. You're calling people mentally deranged. Obviously you're going to get hate. And then when you're calling them cultists, obviously you're going to get hate. And it's like Jody plays the victim card. It's like, what are you victimizing yourself for? What are you victimizing yourself for? But you don't like pineapple pizza, you're racist. Yeah. That's probably what Jody fans would think, but Jody, and I've met actually a lot of good Jody fans. I used to be a Jody fan, but after his whole tirade of ranting against the fans, it like got me exhausted. I'm like, come on, Jody, this is embarrassing. And the same thing with Andy Signal. I used to be a fan of Andy's, but I will admit Andy's more calm about it. It just seems like Andy's just following Jody because he doesn't want to get into an argument with him. But I don't know. Jody's hypocritical. Hypocritical. I don't think he believes what he says. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people. I don't know. He gets annoying, but they call they call Snyder fans toxic cultists. Yeah, that was my biggest offense because I'm like, you're calling them mentally deranged. You're calling them idiots. You're calling them cultists. You're calling them this. You're calling them that. It's like obviously they're gonna attack you. Why? Because you are a legit spreading false propaganda and news, and it's like, come on. But Darkseid would never kill a human. That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard Jody say. Darkseid would never kill a human. It's like Darkseid would kill anything if it anything, and it doesn't even have to be for a reason. He'll kill anything. Why? Because he's Darkseid. He's the Lord of Apocalypse. But yeah, next comment. Not my Darkseid is that armor. I don't know how Jody's. It's like, what did you think he was wearing? Do you think it was just a tank top? Do you think it was just a shirt? It was an armor. Thanos wore armor. Darkseid wears armor. A lot of these bad guys wear armor. Like, I understand if you don't like Man of Steel BVS and you don't like Snyder's DCU, but there's a whole different situation when you're playing ignorance like that. Because Darkseid, if you've read the comics, if you've read the animated series, I mean, did I see red? I watched the animated series. You will know Darkseid wore armor. This is probably one thing that he would complain about. Darkseid doesn't even breathe. he, how much you want to bet that the next complaint Jody would have is, oh, Darkseid doesn't shoot Omega beams. That's something he would probably say. That's like, let's admit Jody would say something like that, like, oh, my Darkseid doesn't shoot Omega beams. It's like how much, if he says that, quote me on this. Everyone quote me on this. If he actually ends up ever saying that. But Henry Cavill is emo, dark zombie, emotionless Superman who lets people die. That's Jody. Yeah, it's like you were the same guy who were praising Man of Steel. What happened? Did you? Yeah. Caleb, I'll keep supporting you, bro. Thank you, Caleb, for the support. This guy got bashed for supporting me. But yeah. Thank you, Caleb, for joining us here. Jovi even rated BBS Ultimate Edition a B, but then later trashes the movie. He just wants the attention. Yeah, that's what I like. Honestly, like I'll admit this. If I wanted to make more views, I would just bash the Snyder movies. But the thing is, I am a fan of Snyder DCU, and I would rather have a reputation of something I love rather than something I hate. But Jody seems to take the opposite approach. And the way he's doing it is just childish and immature. And yeah, he knows what gets him clicks. He knows what gets him the money. He knows what gets him views. And that is hate. I cannot remember a single one of his streams where he doesn't complain about the Snyder Cut movement. And it's like, if you don't like them so much, then don't watch the movies. Don't follow the fandom. If you don't like the Snyder Cut or Snyder's DCU, then don't watch the films. Simple as that. It's simple as that, man. I don't understand the ignorance of these people. But Manga Art comments, I saw your collab with Detox on his latest video. Great stuff. Thank you, Manga. For those who are wondering what he's talking about, I did a collab with this channel called Detox with P-Talks. They're a movie channel. And I just quickly said my thoughts on how much I love the Snyder Cut. So if you want to watch it, y'all subscribe to him. But yeah, Darkseid is the literal incarnation of evil. Yeah, I know Darkseid is based off of Hitler, like how evil Hitler was. But yeah, Darkseid is, I mean, it's in the name, Dark Side. Dark Side. I don't even understand Jody's logic, but I'm telling you, one day he's going to say, Darkseid doesn't shoot Omega beams. But yeah, Bob, do you watch Star Wars? Yep, I do. Here is my phone case. A big Star Wars fan, man. I love Star Wars. Big fan of the original trilogy. My favorite Star Wars movies are actually Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. I still have them tied. I love the Star Wars franchise, and if I was in my bedroom, I would actually show y'all my big Star Wars poster I have. But also, no one seems to notice, but I actually left my Baby Yoda right there. My Baby Yoda. I love Mandalorian. But yeah, I got my Baby Yoda right there. I just brought him from my room just to improve my background because I hate how I can't film in my room anymore because I have no Wi-Fi there and I have to use my neighbor's Wi-Fi to stream. Like, I can use my phone. I can upload in my room. But however, I can't do live streams there. And I prefer doing streams over there because over there I got all my stuff. It's like my little man cave. But yeah. Next comment. Now let's stop talking about Jody and take a look at Bryan Cranston animated Jim Gordon. Yeah, we got to go watch Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston released the Cranston cut. But yeah, I'm joking. Yeah, we were talking a lot about Jody, man. Oh my God. Nightwing and Red Hood don't exist in DCU thanks to Zach. I still love Zach, but don't agree with everything he does. There's I feel like there would have been a possibility that where we'd see them eventually. I love Red Hood and I love Nightwing, but I was kind of fine with Zach not expanding too much that world. I feel like Ben Affleck would have expanded it, but you know, I do think Zach had too much already. He had the entire Justice League, he had the entire DCU to worry about. So I kind of give Zach a little pass on that. But yeah, I would love to see Red Hood and Nightwing both appear in future DC installments. Yeah, so let me read these next comments. Thoughts on Clone Wars or Rebels? I actually like both Clone Wars and Rebels. Not the biggest fan of them, but I do like them. I do really like them. Yeah, but yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I know in the channel I don't talk too much about. That's because I more keep up with like DC news and like all that kind of news. But when Star Wars movies come out, I'll watch them, or I'll like talk about them on the channel. I do want to one day, my next stream, if there's nothing big going on, like nothing big in the world of movies. Well, actually, my second next stream, because we got to do the Godzilla vs Kong open spoiler discussion. But in my next stream, I actually want to do a whole stream where all we do is talk about Star Wars, because I've never done that. And I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I would love to. I would love to do a stream dedicated to Star Wars. Next comment, my favorite Star Wars villains are Darth Vader. Obviously, my favorite. I would say my favorite villain of all time is Darth Vader. But yeah, and Kylo Ren, only when his helmet is on. I actually liked Kylo Ren. I really like what's his name? Oh my god, how am I forgetting his name? Why am I forgetting names today? Kylo Ren's actor. He was in Black KK Klansman, Marriage Story. Okay, I don't know how I forgot his name. He's one of my favorite actors right now. But yeah, I really like Kylo Ren. But yeah, Darth Vader is my favorite. Is my favorite villain of all time. I even have a face mask of Darth Vader that I like to wear in public when I go out in public because of the mask. Although here in Texas we don't have a mask mandate, but I still like wearing my Vader mask to make me feel cool. Wait, hold up. I didn't read this. I almost forgot to read. To the people complaining about Batflick kills, reality check, other Batman films did. Here's what I say every time I get this. Like 2 weeks ago, I had a friend who I got into this big debate about Batman killing. What I have to say is, if you're using comic book accuracy, in the very first Batman comic, Batman had a gun and he was killing. Number two, you cannot tell me when he smashes people's heads in walls and floors, you cannot tell me none of those people die. So that comic book accuracy thing is flawed. Also, Michael Keaton and Christian Bale's Batman have killed more than Ben Affleck's. And I think Val Kilmer too. I don't know the statistics, but Val Kilmer's Batman also killed more than Ben Affleck's Batman. The only difference is Ben Affleck's Batman admitted to it. That's the only difference, and that's what I say in my whole excuse. And also, it was also for the story. But yeah, can I send the link for a video with Cranston Gordon's? Yeah, you go ahead and send the link. Let people watch it. Yeah. Also, welcome Zachary Butler to the stream. Hi, I love how before King Shark eats the person, he gets nom. And I also love Steve Aggie's character's reaction when he was drinking the soda. I love King Shark in the trailer. I know we haven't been talking about the Suicide Squad trailer because we were getting more into other that. But King Shark, amazing. I really love how he's like, no. And then he's like, I have a hand or something like that. But my favorite scene is where you see him like rip a guy in half and you're like, oh my God, King Shark is stupid, but he's strong. Like, you ain't want to mess with King Shark, man. Bob, here's a comment by Bob. Thoughts on the poorly written the sequels. Also, wait, hold up. By the way, Adam Driver. I don't know why I'm forgetting names today. But yeah, thoughts on the poorly written sequels. I'm not the biggest fan of the sequels. I really like Force Awakens. Force Awakens to me is a great film. The Last Jedi to me is a half and half movie. I like The Last Jedi, but there's a lot of things in The Last Jedi I'm not the biggest fan of. And Rise of Skywalker to me, wow, Rise of Skywalker is one of the worst Star Wars movies of all time. I don't like the Rise of Skywalker. So that's kind of my thoughts. I will say the thing I hate most is the whole how it's like, what's her name? Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy, she brought in J.J. Abrams and she brought in this and that. It's like we never had a real trilogy, and it just left us with Rise of Skywalker, one of the worst Star Wars films of all time. I love The Force Awakens. The Last Jedi, I'm very divisive on that film. But it all led to Force Awakens. It all led to Rise of Skywalker. And to this day, it angers me how much Kathleen Kennedy messed up everything. But hey, I don't know. But yeah, I do really like Force Awakens, though. I will say that. And I really like Kylo Ren. But anyone who defends Justice League and Wonder Woman 84, like Jody needs help. I'm fine if you like Justice League and Wonder Woman 84. I'm completely fine with that. The only thing I'm against is when you bash people for liking movies or shows. Like, to me, I believe in the subjectivity of film. But yeah, I don't like Justice League and I don't like Wonder Woman 84. They're my two least favorite DCU films. I understand if Jody likes them. My only complaint about Jody is how much he lies about the Snyder cult. But yeah. Also, thank you to Andrew for also letting me know of that. Can you react to it? I kind of want to read comments now, but later today I'll watch it and I'll give my reaction on Instagram or Twitter. Actually, maybe Twitter, which is at Isaac the Film Geek. If you want to follow me there, yeah, I'll put my reaction there. But right now I want to read people's comments because we have a lot of comments today. The same people who say Batfleck killing goes against what the character means and stands for, and strays from source material. It's really dumb. It's like, you cannot tell me Batman has never killed. And look, I'm a big Batman fan. To me, Batman is the greatest fictional character of all time. However, the whole idea of him not killing, taking away his character, I don't get that logic. First off, he kills in the comics. He's killed in live action film. Christian Bale, when he first establishes his rule of no killing, when he first establishes that rule, you know what he does? He kills almost everyone inside that room that he lit on fire. And it's like, the only difference is Ben Affleck admits he kills. He admits that Batman kills. That's the only difference. That's really the only difference. But hey, people want to be petty idiots. I'm fine if you don't like Ben Affleck's Batman, but that whole no killing stupidity is dumb. But yeah. Oh yeah, copyright. I got copyrighted. I got demonetized for that Suicide Squad trailer. But yeah, James Gunn has a particular style that makes his voice distinct in the comic book movie industry, film industry, which is why Guardians of the Galaxy works, and this seems exciting. Heck yeah, I agree with manga art. Like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite MCU film. So I'm very excited with James Gunn's Suicide Squad project. So I can't wait. But yeah, James Gunn has such a distinct voice to it. But before I get into this comment, I'm going to drink a little bit of agua. So yeah, even to the people who dislike Man of Steel because he killed Zod, Superman has killed in the comics, including Zod. In the 1940s TV show, Superman lets two criminals die because they know his identity. Yeah, Superman has killed. And it's like, the whole point of that scene in Man of Steel is he's a younger Superman. Remember, this is the first time he's truly being Superman. That Smallville fight was the first time he got into real hand-to-hand combat as Superman. So obviously he's flawed. He doesn't really know tactics at this point. He doesn't know what to do exactly. And so when he kills Zod, because everyone right now, remember, Zod said, either I die or you do. And then he also said early on, I will kill every one of these people one by one. So it's like, what do? Do you either let the entire human race die, or do you let one Kryptonian die? That was the choices. And people saying, oh, he could have flied off. You do know that his laser would have still gone down. And like, he would have still been able to point down if he was to fly him up. Not only that, but for the people saying that Superman could have taken the fight elsewhere, he tried that. He tried taking it to space. He tried taking it anywhere. But Zod is much smarter than Superman. Zod knows, he's a general. He was bred to be a warrior. And you know what? Where Cal trained? In a farm. So obviously he has no choice as to where the fight is going to be. But hey, people want to be idiots. But yeah. How did you see the Three Joker fan by LEQ? Is one of the best Batman movies that I've ever seen. I actually haven't seen it, but I'm actually going to keep that in mind. Actually, let me take a picture of this comment right now. Let me take a picture right now. All right, so I'm going to make sure I watch it later. But yeah, Bob's next comment, Rise of Skywalker felt rushed. Indeed, it really did. But yeah, it felt insanely rushed. You know what I'm excited for? Thinker. Heck yeah. Because he was in The Flash, and so was King Shark. Also, the person in the car with Bloodsport, I think was Ratchet too. Yeah, I think it was. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for every character, but Thinker is one I am very intrigued with. Peter Capaldi, to see him in that film. But yeah, I'm a huge movie nerd, and so most people flip out when I tell them this, lol. But I've never seen a Star Wars movie. Been thinking about giving it a try. That is actually a very surprising thing. Most movie fans have seen Star Wars films, but hey, man, it's cool. But my recommendation is, I know a lot of people will tell you this. Do not start off with the prequels. Do not start with the original trilogy. Start off with the original trilogy, then the prequels, and then the sequels. Why? Because the original trilogy is one of the greatest trilogies of all time. And I think A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi is the best way to start off your Star Wars journey. Because I remember years ago when I first began watching Star Wars, a lot of people were like, you got to watch the prequels because it'll make you understand. Don't. I don't like the prequels. I'm glad I didn't watch the prequels first, but the original trilogy, I'm telling you, watch the original trilogy first if you are planning on watching it. Because the original trilogy, I think we can agree, is one of the best trilogies of all time. But yeah, I hope you do watch the Star Wars movies because Star Wars is such a great, franchise. But yeah, what would your dream Batman or Superman film, or what would your wait? Hold up. What would be your dream Batman or Superman film? My dream film from those characters would probably be a Ben Affleck solo film where he fights Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke. You see Jared Leto's Joker somewhere, and introduce us to Batgirl. I think that would be my dream film from Batman. My dream Superman film would be a Man of Steel sequel, which takes place after Snyder Cut Justice League, directed by Zack, where you see Clark being adapted, getting back to the rhythm of being Superman again, back to the rhythm, and also the world's reaction to the black suit. That would be kind of my dream film for each. But yeah, I heard that Rise of Skywalker was rushed by studios. It was to the point they had one day to make many of the CGI shots. I actually did not hear about that. But yeah, the film was insanely rushed. They changed up a lot of things. The one thing that pissed me off when I saw the movie was Palpatine's return. I like Palpatine, so when I saw the trailer, I was like, "Oh my god, Palpatine's back! I wonder how they bring him back." You want to know what's the explanation? Somehow Palpatine returned. That was it. That was the only explanation to Palpatine's return. I don't know, man. But they really wanted to copy the end of Return of the Jedi, which I'm like, why copy? It's like, why copy? People are going to know that you copied. I can't believe Stallone is in voice of King Shark because Aggie is the mocap, I think, but correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're right. Aggie did the mocap. Sylvester did the voice, which I'm happy with. I want to see Sylvester as King Shark. That would be cool. But yeah, Man of Steel is literally Superman Day One. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, everyone's like, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Want to know why? Because he's young. This is literally the first day of the job. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, to say Superman let people die in Man of Steel. Hello, it was his first day as a hero, and I saw him save a dude from falling people on an oil tanker. That's what I'm saying. But hey, some people want to act oblivious, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, Dennis Medina comments, P.S. about the three Jokers. Put a react here on YouTube, please. I'll try to react to it here on YouTube. Not right now because I still want to get to the comments. And also right now I don't have too much time. But I will try to do a reaction, like a little video where I'm like, here's my phone. I'll put like a video and react to it. And I'll try to upload it, but it depends because later today I'm really busy. But I will try to react to it. But I will promise to see it though. I start with the prequels. Hey, that's cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the prequels, but anytime anyone asks me to what to start off with, I always recommend the original trilogy because I really love the original trilogy. But yeah, also, by the way, everyone, we just reached 100 messages today on the Restream chat. Thank you guys for all the messages. This is the second time we reached 100 messages. So yeah, awesome, guys. Give yourself a round of applause. It's fun. It's amazing. We're glad. But yeah, what's the next comment, Dennis? He said, "Not now, man. Do your own reaction." No, it's cool, man. I'll try doing a reaction later. Just not right now. But yeah. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Jason's comment. Revenge of the Sith is the best one I've seen. I will say Revenge of the Sith is my favorite prequel film. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. I really like Revenge of the Sith. Um, I I'm sorry. I know my Star Wars fans aren't gonna like what I say, but oh my god, wait, hold up. I need to charge my laptop. Um, Guys, please stay tuned in the stream. I'm gonna go get my charger real quick. Please stay seated. Don't click out. I'm about to get to everyone's comments. So please, guys, bear with me a little bit. All right, guys. I'm about to disable my camera. Okay, please, guys. Please stay. I'll be here in a minute because I gotta go get my charger real quick. All right, guys, I'm back. Please don't leave. I'm actually close. I gotta get my charger out real quick. I gotta find a spot for it too, though. Uh, Hold up, guys. Give me a little bit of time, and then we'll get back to the stream. Uh, Hold up. Dun 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 dun. Okay, guys. Like I said, give me a little bit of time. Give me. Alrighty, there we go. Finally, we're back. Sorry, guys, about that. So now we probably got more comments now because you guys. By the way, thank you to the people who are stick tuned. Oh, we still got people here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Sorry about the wait. But yeah, Revenge of the Sith is my favorite prequel film. I'm not the biggest fan of the prequels. I really don't like Phantom Menace and I don't like Attack of the Clones. But I will say Revenge of the Sith is a film that I like most about the prequels. My favorite Star Wars film in general is it's Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. But yeah, I don't have Twitter or Instagram. My bad, man. You should do a Flash discussion for season 7. I already, but I'm not the. I don't really like modern Flash much. I am planning tomorrow on watching the season 7 because a lot of people told me it's pretty good and I should give it a try. What I will do is episode 3 of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to do a spoiler discussion. Today I was going to do a spoiler discussion for episode 2, but I felt like there wasn't really much to discuss, like WandaVision. But I'll let you guys know. But what I am planning on, and guys, please stay tuned when we do this, but we're going to be doing an open spoiler discussion for Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't think I'm going to do it the day after the movie comes out. I'm probably going to do it probably, I don't know, like a week or probably the weekend after, just so that people can keep up with the film, like have their own time. Because I did rush the Snyder Cut spoiler discussion. I did do it like the day after, and I'm like, some people haven't seen it, so I do think that was rude of me. But stay tuned because I am going to be planning on doing one for Godzilla vs. Kong. Because I cannot wait for Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to go watch it in theaters at night, with some friends of mine. I'm so hyped because Godzilla vs. Kong is one of the movies I've been hyping up for a lot. But yeah, I will watch Flash season 7. If I really like it, I will do one. I was actually planning on doing one for Superman and Lois, but a lot of my subscribers haven't seen the show, so I kind of don't want to. But yeah, doing the same because I'm only 11. Oh yeah, Twitter is cracking down on the age thing where they're like, you have to be 13, I think, to watch no, to be on Twitter. Dang, I actually didn't know that. But also, by the way, guys, Salsa sends in a super chat for $5. Thank you, Salsa. Today, we broke our record for most super chats on a stream. It's our second super chat today. Thank you, Salsa, so much for the $5 super chat. It means a lot. Earlier today, we had a DS send us a super chat, and Salsa, the last stream on Tuesday, I believe it was. So honestly, guys, shout out to Salsa for the super chat. It truly means a lot. Thank you so much to Salsa for the super chat. Honestly, guys, everyone, shout out to Salsa. Subscribe to him, follow him wherever he wants. But his comment is, have to head out. Dope live today. Thank you, Salsa. And I'm gonna watch the first Star Wars this weekend. Awesome, man. And I hope you love Star Wars. You know, the Star Wars has a big fandom, and I hope you really love Star Wars, because Star Wars to me is one of my favorite franchises in movie history. But yeah, I hope you love it. I love Star Wars, and yeah. But thank you for the $5. Wait, hold up. Let me put it again. Thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Thank you so much. And like I said, it truly means a lot when I have people who support me as much as you guys. And I never thought I'd make a single dollar on YouTube. And the fact that you sent me $5 is truly amazing. Thank you guys so much for the support. But yeah, next comment. The Man of Steel is literally a Kansas farmer versus Space Spartan, but the haters complain the farmer wasn't a better fighter. That's what I'm saying. It's like legit Zod says it before they get into a fight. Zod says, I was bred to be a warrior, Cal. Where were you trained? On a farm? It's like, I don't get why people thought Superman should have easily been able to take him on. Like, Zod is a trained, bred warrior, a general, not just a warrior, but a general with an experienced general of an entire planet. But yet people think some farmer from Kansas should have easily been able to defeat him. But I don't know. Some people, it's weird, but yeah. It's called a origin story. Heck yeah. I need to charge my laptop. I need to charge my laptop is the worst Star Wars hot take ever. Yeah, but yeah, it was at red the battery, and I had to quickly get my charger. Which is what I hate my laptop, because it's a 2013 MacBook. It's a very old one, and I'm telling you, this thing cannot go a 2 hours without needing to be charged. It's annoying. It's really annoying, but I don't really take my laptop anywhere. It's always at my house, so that is a fine thing. And yeah, yeah, we were talking about Star Wars, but yeah. Wait, was I saying a hot take? Oh, my hot take was I'm not the biggest fan of the prequels. I don't like the prequels much. But yeah, manga art comments. Where did the other set go? I'm referring to the background change. Yeah, that's my bedroom. Basically, what's happening is we got new Wi-Fi here at my house, and my room is the farthest from the router. Like, the router is right here. This is a laundry room. So my bedroom, I can't be there to do live stream. I can film my pre-recorded videos, and I can do anything besides live streams there. Like, I can upload, I can do this, I can do that. But here, I'm using a little secret. I did say this in my last stream. I'm using my neighbor's Wi-Fi. But I'm using my neighbor's Wi-Fi to help me stream. It's their fault for not having a password, but for my neighbors who might be watching, I apologize for this, but in my house we don't have very good Wi-Fi, so I just use my neighbors who have very fast Wi-Fi, and yeah, I have to come here just to be able to use it, because I can't reach it from my room, because my room is very far away, and I hate, like, my room is my favorite part of the house, obviously, because I have my posters, I have my movies, I have everything, and it feels like a little man cave for me to just be able to do whatever. So yeah, what I did do is, just to make the set, I just brought in my baby Yoda just to keep it there, and I don't know, I just have it there so it can at least look better. This is the laundry room. This is actually where I literally wash my clothes. But yeah, I hope sooner rather than later I get better Wi-Fi. And hopefully I get improved Wi-Fi and I can do my streams in my room again, because I really don't like being here too much. It's a nice place, but it's just not a place for streams. And because of this, I probably can't be on a Max stream or on Point X or Lounge for a while. But yeah, Who gives the best performances in any DC movie ever? Any DC movie ever? I would give it to Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger as Joker. I think he's my favorite performance in DC movies of all time. Behind him, I would probably give it to Ben Affleck as Batman. And my number third spot, I know this is surprising, but I give it to Michael Shannon as General Zod. I love Michael Shannon as General Zod, man. He was born for the role. I love him, but yeah. Hold up. How should DC move forward with Justice League? Honestly, that's a tough one. I should probably make an entire video on that. You know, probably just think of what they can do, but for now, I don't know, honestly. But I will answer that someday soon. But yeah, hot take. I'm not a Star Wars fan. That's cool. Salsa Picante isn't a Star Wars fan either, but yeah. Yeah. Dang, that sucks. But yeah, I know a lot of people who aren't Star Wars fans, so it's cool. It's all subjective, but yeah. Next comment by manga art. Um, Isaac. By the way, someone finally spelled my name right. But yeah, whispers. I'm using my neighbor's Wi-Fi. 2 seconds later, also Isaac. I saw you use my neighbor's Wi-Fi. Yeah. Good thing is the houses are a little separate. Like there's a big separation, and also, it's not like the houses that have like two houses together. So it's not like they can hear me. But imagine if they did see this, they'd be like, "Whoa." I don't talk to my neighbors much, but hey, they leave their Wi-Fi open. And typically, when we don't have Wi-Fi here in my house, I'll legit go to this half of the house and do whatever I need. I don't like this half of the house because I like being in my room, in my bed, watching movies and all that. But yeah, it is stupid how I did whisper and then yell it out. But who gives the best performance in any Spider-Man movie? I would give it to Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man in the Sam Raimi trilogy. I love Tobey Maguire. Like I said multiple times, my dream, like if I got to meet one celebrity, it would be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Yeah, I would give it to Tobey Maguire. Second place, that's tough. I would give it to Michael Keaton's Vulture. I love Michael Keaton. I think he's a great Vulture, and he's my second favorite part. And then I would give it to Willem Dafoe as a Green Goblin. Then maybe Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. Then I would probably give it to Tom Holland as probably Andrew Garfield. I don't know. I'm tied with Andrew and Tom Spider-Man, but yeah, I would give that to Tobey Maguire. But yeah, best scene in any Spider-Man movie. Bully McNajacky. Probably the train scene from Spider-Man 2, where he's like, you see him like trying to hold everything back, or the leap of faith scene from the Into the Spider-Verse film. But yeah, I really love that Into the Spider-Verse film. But yeah, what is the best superhero TV costume of all time? That's tough. I think Henry Cavill's Superman costume should be up there. So is Ben Affleck's Batman. I think Rorschach from the Watchmen movies, or did I say movies? A movie. I think that's a great costume. Yeah, I would give it to them. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to think about that a lot. But next comment, I prefer the Stargate verse as well as the setting of Warhammer's 40K, Starcraft, and Blade Runner. Oh man, I love Blade Runner. It's cool, but yeah, I love Star Wars, man. I really love Star Wars. But it's cool, man. If you don't like Star Wars, I also like Battlestar Galactica. I like Star Trek. I like Blade Runner. I actually surprisingly like Blade Runner 2049. I know that's a surprise, but I liked it. I think the promotion was very bad, but the film itself I actually liked. But yeah, what is the best comic book origin movie? Huh, that's tough. Dang, that's tough. That's actually a tough one. That's a tough one. Ah, man. I would have to think about it. I would have to think about. Okay, I think I would give it to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie. I think that's probably the movie I'd give it to. I love that movie, but plot twist, Iron Ever, no. You see it, like you hear like hard knocking on the door. It's like, Isaac, you've been using my Wi-Fi. And it's like, dang, imagine manga actually is my my neighbor. Just imagine. But yeah. Dennis, next comment. Although I did like it a lot. That's cool, man. Uh, not Star Wars isn't for everyone. It's all subjective. But yeah. What's the? Oh my God! Wait, hold up. Um, hold up. What's the all-time most disappointing superhero sequel? Disappointing sequel. Wonder Woman 84 would be in that list because I love that first Wonder Woman film. I love it. It's my third favorite DCU film, behind Batman vs Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Uh, Sequel. I don't. Would Wonder Woman 84 be my most disappointing sequel? Superhero sequel. I would have to think about that. So, I mean, Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3 is technically a sequel, but I would actually say Wonder Woman 84 disappointed me more. I don't know. That's a tough one. Justice League. Justice League is a sequel technically to BVS. So probably that. But yeah, before Disney came, I'm assuming you're talking about Star Wars. What superhero movie performance that didn't win one deserved an Academy Award? I know this is gonna be a very unpopular one, but I always credit this guy. I don't know the actor's name, and I've never seen him in anything else. But the guy who played Walter Kovacs, aka Rorschach, in Watchmen, I think that guy, if besides Heath and besides Joaquin, I think that guy deserved to have at least been nominated. But yeah, I really loved him. But also, oh wait, Dennis actually agrees with me. He just commented the guy from Rorschach and Watchmen. I'm telling you, he's actually great in it. But yeah, what movie superhero would you want to be for an entire year? Oh, Superman. Uh, I would like to have the powers of Superman, but the noirness of Batman. You know what I mean? Like I'd be in the bat suit, but I'd have Superman's powers. Uh, yeah, I would like that, or Doctor Manhattan, maybe Doctor Manhattan. But yeah, I forgot his name too. But yeah, next comment: what character origin story do we never ever need to see again? Like, as in them having a bad origin, or as in like an origins we've seen over and over again. Like, I think an origin we've seen too many times is Batman's. Uh, Even the non-Batman fans, non-people who don't watch superhero movies or comic books, even they can tell you the full story. His parents die in an alleyway, and then he becomes the Batman. Part of that, I think Superman's origin has been told a lot. Planet dies, he has to be sent. He's sent to Earth, and then he becomes a protector of Earth. But as in like origins that suck, I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever seen a terrible origin. But as in the origins we don't need to see because we've seen them. Yeah, Batman and Superman would be the origins we've seen. Spider-Man could also be there because we all, even also again the same thing with Superman and Batman. People know what happened with Spider-Man. Gets bitten by a radioactive spider and then becomes the Spider-Man. But yeah. Also, by the way, manga just Far From Home. I just remembered about Far From Home. Yeah, I don't like Far From Home. I would also put it in that list, but yeah. Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp. There we go. That's my answer. Ant-Man and the Wasp is a movie I hate them a lot. It's probably one of my least favorite MCU films, but I don't like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I hate that film. But yeah, to me, they're just bland. Wonder Woman 84 I personally love because it has heart and personality. I would say I like Wonder Woman 84 more than Ant-Man and the Wasp. I did leave disappointed, but yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp, that's my answer, is the most disappointing sequel or superhero sequel of all time, from what I can think. But what is the best sequel that is superior to its predecessor? Oh, I give that to The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight to me is better than Batman Begins. I also give it to Batman versus Superman because Batman versus Superman is technically a sequel to Man of Steel. And I what other movies? Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 to me is a better film than Spider-Man 1. And Captain America. I prefer Winter Soldier over the first Avenger. Uh, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of films I would think like that. Um, Jackie Earl Hartley. I actually did not know that was his name, but yeah. What movies did critics get wrong? I don't think there's such thing as getting it wrong. At the end of the day, it's just people have their own subjective opinion. I guess you could say BVS. I don't think people are wrong for not liking a film or liking a film, but I do disagree with the 32% on Rotten Tomatoes or 29 thing. But then again, those are just people who have their own opinions. So I wouldn't say they're wrong, but I disagree with them. You know what I mean? But which franchise should go away forever? Uh, I franchise that should go away, as in like the reboot sucks so bad that they should just quit. I would give it to RoboCop and Predator. I don't think those films should be ever touched again because I think the reboots just messed it up too much. Terminator, I feel like they should just stop with the Terminator films. But if they do ever announce a new Terminator film, I'd still be in the theater watching it. Um, but a franchise that I don't like that should probably just they should just stop because of how bad it is. That's tough. I don't know. I would have to think of that again, but yeah. Recast a comic book movie role. Um, well, Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I don't think Ben Affleck was meant to be Daredevil. Um, also, a big recasting I think we should have is Venom from the Spider-Man 3. What was his name? Topher Grace. Topher Grace was very poor casting as Eddie Brock. I understand what Sam Raimi was trying to do, but I don't think Topher Grace was a good cast. But yeah, terrible origins, Green Lantern. Um, I would say his origin's not very good, but I wouldn't say it's terrible. Oh wait, it also depends to what Green Lantern, like Hal Jordan, John Stewart. I don't know, but yeah, I actually like Green Lantern a lot. But by the way, guys, we're gonna go for 10 more minutes so we can reach the 2 hour mark, and then we're gonna have to end it off because I'm dying of dehydration right now. But yeah, I promise that the next stream will be a Godzilla vs Kong. I don't know if I'm gonna do one before because I am obviously gonna do one for the open spoiler discussion, but for the the pre-show, the pre-game show, I plan on doing one, but it would probably be early in the morning because I'm busy that day, and obviously I'm planning on watching Godzilla vs Kong. But yeah. Worst casting in movie history. Oh yeah, that's easy. Godfather Part 3. The daughter of Francis Ford Coppola played this role. I forgot what her name was, but her acting was so bad, and the casting choice was so bad. And then there was an incest storyline, and I don't know, man. I'm telling you, that's probably one of the worst castings of all time. Godfather Part 3 would also be in that mark of disappointing sequels. I don't think it's the I don't think it's a terrible film that most people say it is, but it definitely disappointed to my two favorite movies of all time, Godfather Part 1 and Part 2. But yeah, I would put it there. Next on my Batman story is a Batman TV show in a narrative style of The Wire in the sense of portraying loads of characters across the city and the visual of Sin City. Um, that actually is true. And that actually sounds very interesting. I would like to see Batman shows that are going more towards the villains because I think Batman has the best villains of all time. But yeah, what franchise deserves its own days like Star Wars? That's easy. You know how people have May the Force be with you. I love that day, but I would easily give that to Marvel, DC. I would say since DC is so popular, I would give it. All right, not DC. I would since Marvel is so popular now with the general audience. I would say give Marvel a day. I would like to DC day, but again, it's also the wordplay because Star Wars has it because May the Force be with you. But yeah, it would be cool to see those. I think Terminator could also be in that, but yeah. Best Pixar movie, Toy Story or Monsters Inc. It's tough. I don't know. I do prefer Toy Story over Monsters Inc. My favorite Pixar movie comes to a surprise, but my favorite Pixar movie is actually Inside Out. I love Pixar a lot. There's a lot of great films. I like the Toy Story trilogy. Not the biggest fan of the fourth film, but I do like the Toy Story trilogy. Uh, I really like Soul. I like Monsters Inc. I like the first Incredibles movie. Well, I did like the second one, but not the biggest fan of it. Uh, I like Pixar a lot, man. Up, I think Up was also there, but Inside Out to me just hit me too hard in my feelings, and I give that film my favorite. I know it's not many people agree with me, but yeah, I give it to that. But yeah, um, the Snyderverse to have Snyder and or DC have like its own day, but because of how popular Marvel is to the general audience, I would say Marvel would deserve it right now. Not in my like, if my own opinion, I would give DC its own day, but yeah, and DC in general, yeah. Um, which Disney character deserves a spinoff? I will wait. Hold up. This that. Wait, hold up. I do think we should have like us the fans. We should create our own holiday. Like the day that the Snyder Cut got confirmed, somewhere around July, August. I think that day should be a Snyder holiday. Like everyone be like, "This is the day we made history!" Yay! Like I do think that would be a good idea. But by the way, we're going for 5 more minutes and then we're gonna be over. So just wrap up the last few comments because I want to get through all these comments. And yeah, which Disney character deserves a spinoff? I think the genie from Aladdin. That would be cool. uh, that actually would be cool. Uh, I don't know. That's a tough one. There's too many good characters. Okay, maybe a Mufasa story. Maybe a Mufasa story would be cool. Uh, Yeah, it's a tough one, but yeah, I do think that would be cool. But where's DC or Marvel casting? Topher Grace to me as Venom was terrible. Uh, Ben Affleck as Daredevil was poor. Shaquille O'Neal as Steel. Huh. But as much as I like John Travolta, I don't think he was a very good Punisher. It was okay. I wouldn't say it's the worst, but it was okay. But um, canceled movie you'd like to see, Marvel or DC or others? I would probably. Well, Ben Affleck's Batman. Ben Affleck's Batman was canceled. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 was canceled. Uh, yeah, I would put those movies in that list. Yeah. What will be a better multiverse film, The Flash or Spider-Man 3? Well, I've said this. My favorite comic book storyline of all time is the Flashpoint. That actually is my favorite comic book storyline. So I'm a little biased, but I'm gonna go with the Flash film. Obviously, we haven't seen the movie, so we can't really say which is better. But yeah, I would give maybe the Flash. Worst Terminator sequel. Oh yeah. What was it called? Uh, Dark Faith. I hate Dark Faith and with the passion. I didn't like Genesis. Salvation was also poor. But yeah. Um, yeah, we're gonna go for 3 more minutes, guys. I want to hit the 2 hour mark because we have not hit that in a while. But yeah, thank you guys for all being here today, man. Thank y'all. We also made $14 today. That honestly is amazing. And yeah, honestly, thank you guys so much for the support. 111 playbacks. Everything looks good. Thank you guys. But we're gonna go for 2 more minutes. But yeah, who would win? MCU Avengers or DCU Justice League? Simple. Justice League. You know Justice League. You cannot tell me that anyone in the Avengers can take on Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. None of them will. None of them could. uh, and Aquaman, obviously Aquaman, and Flash. If they lose, he goes back in time. Like even I, a big fan of the Avengers, I have to admit that Justice League would kick their butts easily, easily. Because one problem that a lot of people have with DC is that DC's characters are overpowered. Wouldn't that make sense that Justice League would win in a fight? But yeah, best Batman of all of best movie Batman, all of them. My favorite Batman movie is obviously Batman vs Superman, but favorite solo Batman film is The Dark Knight. Oh my God, we're getting our last comments. I'm gonna pick some good ones. I'm not gonna read every single one, but yeah, thank you to Dennis and Andrew for staying tuned for the final hour. But also, I want a Batman story to focus on more ordinary crimes besides the Penguins, such as the Falcone family. Yep, and Black Mask Gang. Yep, I love the Black Mask Gang. But yeah. Which Spider-Man could fit in more in the MCU? Toby or I don't know. Honestly, I don't think. any of them would really fit, but I would probably say Toby. I don't know. My favorite comic book storyline is Batman Year One. I actually love that storyline. But my favorite one, I know Flash isn't my favorite character. It's Batman, obviously, but uh, Flashpoint to me just hits me. I don't know. The Flashpoint storyline is always one of my favorite ones. But of all Batmans, which one would win a fight? Ben Affleck's. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's Batman has taken on Steppenwolf and people. Oh, he never took on Steppenwolf, but yeah. Um, especially in the warehouse fight, and also he took on Superman. But yeah, also Superman alone is able to defeat the Avengers easily. Yep, that's what I was saying earlier. And not only that, but let's say Superman decides to take a break. You got Batman in there with enough prep time, he can defeat the Avengers. Batman himself can defeat the Justice League themselves, which is funny. But dang, my voice right now is tired. But we've hit the 2 hour mark. We're about to end off the stream, but I'm gonna read some of them. But yeah, Alflick Dud. Didn't you see the warehouse fight? Yeah. Best Pixar character minus Woody and Buzz. Yeah, I would put Woody and Buzz as my favorite Pixar characters. Yeah, I would. But you say yeah. For a while, I thought you said Disney. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna honestly have to head out right now. My voice is insane. For those people who are watching the replay or stream, thank you guys for also being here. But honestly, I want to thank all the people who joined us in the stream today. Thank you so much today. We were just talking about the trailer for the Suicide Squad, and we eventually ended up talking more about movies in general, like Star Wars, Batman, Superman, all this, that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream. Thank you to Dennis and Angel for being here at the end. Thank you to Jason. Thank you to Zachary. Thank you to everyone who was a part of today's stream. We're going to have to end it off. For those people who are joining us, if you want to join the film fan community here, just subscribe and turn on the notification bells to be updated with future content here on the channel. Smash the like button and help this video in the algorithm. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Isaac the Film Geek. We went for 2 hours today. My name is Isaac, and I'm a fellow film geek. Thank you to you, film geeks, for being a part of today. Thank you guys so much for being here, honestly. And like I said, if you want to follow me on my other social media platforms, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, especially my Instagram. I have a lot of fun, much more fun on Instagram. So truly thank you to all of you for being here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for just letting me be a part of your day. And also, congrats on the 2 hour mark. Thank you, man. And honestly, thank you guys just for showing your support just by being here. Truly, this channel has grown very quickly. We reached 1K subscribers not long ago, and thank you guys. And also today, I gotta thank the super chats. I gotta thank the super chats today. Let me put up the super chats. First, we got our first one from Diaz, which was $9 US. Thank you so much to Diaz for the to the $9 that he sent us. And thank you so much for sending us the $9. It truly supports the channel. And thank you so much for the $9. It really means a lot to have such great subscribers, because you guys are the best subscribers on all YouTube. Like, no one is a better subscriber. And also, I got to thank the other super chat again, which is from Salsa Picante for the $5. Thank you to Salsa too for the super chat. It truly means a lot to have you guys support the channel as much as you guys do. And like I said, thank you guys so much for the support on the stream. Thank you guys. My next stream will probably be a pregame show for Godzilla vs. Kong. It will probably be early in the morning, the day before or the day during. I'm not sure yet, so don't confirm that. But if you want to be updated with that kind of stuff, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Isaac the Film Week over there. I'll put out an update. And, if you want an easier update, just subscribe here on YouTube by turning on the notification bell. That way you can be notified for future stuff here on this channel. And for those people who are just recently joining us, you guys can go ahead and watch the stream. Like, you can replay it, watch how much fun we had today. And if you ever want to be a part of it, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on the notification bells. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, like I said, at Isaac the Film Geek. That way you can be notified for future installments. But you guys be on the lookout for our future installment for the Godzilla vs. Kong pregame show. I cannot wait for that, because I am so hyped to see your predictions for Godzilla vs. Kong on Tuesday, I think. We're just gonna do our prediction show, and then we're gonna go into a review after. But also, I'm gonna read one last comment because Tyron Bell, I know he's a recent subscriber, and I want to give him a little quick shout out. But yeah, the trailer is straight up fire. DC's killing it, and I love it. Yep. Earlier today, I did do my reaction to it, and yeah. By the way, shout out to him. He just recently subscribed. Shout out to everyone, honestly. Dennis, Andrew, Zachary, everyone who have been supporting this channel a ton. And yeah, thank you guys for being a part of today's stream. And like I said, I apologize for the people who are just joining us. I've gone 2 hours. My voice needs a break. I truly right now need a rest for a bit. I think this is the 3rd time I've gone 2 hours with the stream. But yeah, you guys be on the lookout for the Godzilla vs. Kong stream. Also, I might be doing a stream this Sunday, possibly. I don't know. Depends what happens. But I have a friend coming in from Wisconsin that I haven't seen for a while. Also, I just realized in the corner it says my name. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being a part of today's stream. Like I said, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. Hold up, okay, yeah, but yeah, thank you guys so much. And like I said, if you're just now joining us, if you want to watch the stream, just go back to 2 hours and maybe you'll be here for 2 hours. But yeah, thank you guys for watching it. And for those people who are watching the replay of the live stream and not live, all you have to do is go to the comment sections and let me know your thoughts of the Suicide Squad trailer. Did you like it? Did you not? I love the trailer. I had a lot of fun with it. And if you want to see my straight up, real, authentic reaction, I have a video on my channel that I uploaded earlier today of my real reaction. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.